taking a look at the replay, Kellen Acosta comes through.
Could Avila get another penalty here?
He earned it the other night. Now, the touch and the hit to the face, I think he just spins. He's grabbing for his leg immediately because of the contact for Kellen Acosta.
Hey everyone, welcome to your Leagues Cup quarterfinals edition of Instant Replay. I'm your host, David Goss, so put your 25 cents in and let's get this show on the road. We start in the Rose Bowl for a historic matchup between LAFC and Monterrey. LAFC and referee Hector Said Martinez were on their toes from the opening second in this one. Dennis Bouanga breaks into the left side of the box in the opening 18 seconds, and as he gets to the end line, defender Stefan Medina slides in and takes out his leg, leading to a clear penalty kick. I think this is an obvious one, and Dennis Bouanga dispatches the chance himself, gives the home side an early 1-0 lead. We continue in Pasadena with LAFC now leading 2-0, but Monterrey trying to mount a comeback in the second half. After this corner kick gets knocked up in the air, teenager Ali Avila, on his first touch off the bench, tries to bring this ball down at the top of the box, and all of a sudden, Kellen Acosta comes steaming through to try and make a clearance. Initially, Hector Said Martinez indicates a goal kick, and we are ready to continue on. But with Avila still down, our referee starts talking to his VAR, Ismael Cornejo, old school style on the trusty landline. And in the end, the referee and you can see from this angle on the side that Acosta gets none of the ball, all of the attacker's leg. So in my book and the referees, that's an obvious penalty, and that means game on in this match. We head to Philly where we had a rematch of a 5-1 group stage drubbing of the Philadelphia Union against Querétaro. But this time, the Liga MX side are going toe-to-toe. We jump in during second half stoppage time, knotted at 1-1, when Joaquin Torres is dribbling towards goal and defender Omar Mendoza gets caught flat-footed as he turns to try to match Torres in a 50-50 challenge. All of a sudden, the Union attacker is on the ground. What happened, you asked? When you see the reverse angle, you can see Mendoza's arm up high, making contact with the face of the attacker. It is a clear yellow card, which means Mendoza's second of the game, and it means Philadelphia now plays a man up. And it would not take long for Philly to use that advantage to good use. Just a few minutes later, in the end of second half stoppage time, the ball's out on the left-hand flank when Kai Wagner slices in this cross to the feet of Chris Donovan, who buries the finish for the late lead to the home team. But should this one stand? The question is whether Donovan remains in line with the ball before it's crossed in, as the forward is clearly ahead of the last defender. This is a tough one. Our best angle from the side of the field is not perfect because it's behind Donovan and the ball. But I believe the forward stays onside until the ball is played, and if you see it closely, the assistant referee who kept the flag down is in line with the play, and there is not a clear and obvious error to overturn the call on the field. Therefore, it's a good goal for Philly, and Duke rains down from the speakers. Now we're in Miami for a Southeast rivalry quarterfinal, and Harrison Awful, filling in for the suspended Nathan Byrne, had an eventful opening 10 minutes. In this one play, Awful conceded a penalty kick in two different ways. First, the handball here on Benjamin Kramaski as he dribbles into the box, and then moments later, a foul closing down Dixon Arroyo right after that. In the end, Ismail Elfath chooses not to give the penalty for the handball, but he does call it for the foul. Who else but Josef Martinez steps up to bury it and take the early lead. The final game of the quarterfinals round of the Leagues Cup, and another massive call for one of our referees. This time, it's Juan Calderon, our head official in Nashville, forced into the action midway through the first half. When DJ Taylor's defending this long ball and Jacob Schaffelberg brings it down, then goes to ground and immediately calls for a red card due to the contact. Calderon's right on top of this one. You can see Schaffelberg gets goal side of the Minnesota defender, and we can see on this replay, it is a clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity. That means dog-so red card for Taylor. Minnesota's forced to play a man down, and boy would Nashville use that advantage, galloping out with a 5-0 win and a place in the semifinals. We'll be back, of course, for that semifinal round coming up in Leagues Cup. But until then, I'm your host, David Goss. Happy refereeing, everyone. And in the famous words of Simon Borg, see you next time.